Hi everybody. I just got a package today from christianbook.com, and if you've already watched the unboxing and initial impressions of the ESV Reader's Bible, you'll see that I pulled this out of there at the same time. So I have not opened this yet. So what I want to do is give you guys a unboxing and initial impressions of the NLT Illustrated Study Bible. So let's go ahead and take a peek at it. So as you can see, the NLT Illustrated Study Bible in the New Living Translation, and the one that I got is the Deluxe Brown and Tan. This is a heavy Bible. Alright, so here we have the same information there. Some of these scuffs could have been in the box. I don't know, if you watch my other video, you've seen that on the box when it came, there was a big gigantic hole in it, so who knows if that happened there or if this happened before it left Christian Book. Almost looks like pen marks on it. But anyway, at least it's not on the actual Bible, or so we hope. So here's your ISBN number. This one is printed in Italy. I mean, this already looks like it's going to have some neat stuff in it. I have watched several reviews on this. It looks like it's going to be an awesome edition. On this side, we just have the NLT Illustrated Study Bible, and the Deluxe Brown and Tan edition is what this one is. And this one is by Tyndale. That is heavy. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box. And it is just a clamshell. Now that, I'm already liking that. See if I can get this box out of the way so we can get a better peek at that Bible itself. Alright, that is very pretty. So we have kind of a dark chocolate brown, and I don't know if that would be like a cherry or mahogany color with this other brown. If you do know the colors, feel free to comment it. So on the spine, we've got Tyndale NLT Illustrated Study Bible in the New Living Translation. That is really neat. I do like that. It's got a very nice feel to it. I've only ever seen one Tyndale that I didn't care for, and I do have a review on that one. It was the NLT Giant Print, and that one I actually sent back. First Bible out of literally a couple hundred that I've ever sent back. I've never shipped one back, so it was really disappointing to see a bad one from Tyndale, because normally you get ones like this and you're just pleasantly surprised. But this one is very attractive. Alright, looks like we do have a paste down liner. And this, it's not cardstock, it's like a vinyl. But you do have that nice stitching around the perimeter. Now it's not stitched on the actual liner itself, but it is attractive. And that cover is very soft. Looks like it's pretty flexible too. Alright, so we've got a couple blank pages. If you're a note taker, you might like that. We have our presentation page. Pretty simple but clean. We have a scripture right here. Open my eyes to see the wonderful truths in your instructions. That is Psalm 119:18. I have seen a handful of reviews on this, and it looked very attractive, so I kind of had to get one. I got to try to get these pages started, because it seems like it's always a little bit harder to get them started initially. And I'm holding the camera primarily with my right hand. So here's our information there. There's the different ISBN numbers if there's a particular one that you were looking for. It just tells you when it was printed. This one's printed in Italy. That's kind of cool. Looks like they've got things broken up into the different categories as far as the Pentateuch, Israel's history, poetry and wisdom books, the prophets of Israel, and then the Gospels, letters, and some of the other letters. So I do like the way that they've got the colors on there. This is very, very, very attractive Bible. We haven't even gotten into the actual Bible itself, and there's already lots of neat stuff to check out. These first few pages is information on how to study the Bible. Got a note to the readers. Introduction to the New Living Translation. Now you can see this has a lot of nice color. If you're a visual person, you are going to love this Bible. We still haven't even gotten into the text yet. So there's several pages here. Let's just see when we get to the text. And these pages are from the gilding is still, and then they're kind of stuck together. But wow, that's really pretty there. I am already loving this Bible. I can tell you that right now. And we still have not gotten into the actual text, but it looks like here we got the Pentateuch there. Alright, so we're actually going to get, after all of those pages, which was a good amount of pages, and then we get into Genesis. That picture is awesome. Okay, still not to the actual text yet. I thought we were there, but okay, here we go. So on page 23, we actually get the beginning of the text. And I do like already that, as we've seen before, those colors, how it had the different colors. So these in the Pentateuch is the blue. And you can see that it's got the blue as far as your verses and chapters. So there is the text, and here is the notes. I do like that 3-column. That I like. The text, I don't know what size it is, but it's dark enough that I think I'll be able to read that. So I'm just going to flip through a few random sections because I don't know what's going to be there. That way you can kind of see a little bit. I like how your references are on the sides so that it's not in the center or out here. So looks like you do have a little bit of room to take notes if you wanted to. I'm going to have to go through it and unstick the pages. Because it seems like a lot of the ones that have, you can tell there's a lot of color on that other page. They're kind of stuck together. So I'm going to have to go through and unstick this. But this is very attractive. I don't know if it's red letter, so that's what I'm actually going to go back and look for one of the first sections I usually go to see if something's red letter is in Matthew 25, because if it was red letter there would be a ton of it right here, but this one is just a black letter, which is fine. But since we're in these books here, as far as the Gospels, how it's kind of a reddish brown color, that's going to be the colors that we have on our subheadings and our chapters. So there's your zoomed out shot as far as text, and then the 3 columns of notes. I do like that 3-column format. That's pretty neat. I don't know if I have another Bible that has that I've noticed, but you can see how these pages are sticking together. So what I'll have to do is I'll just have to sit down and take the time to unstick them one by one and just go through the whole thing. Usually it takes me about 30 minutes to unstick a Bible because I want to do it carefully. And then that way when I do go to use it, I don't have to do that. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it or not or hear it, but a lot of the pages are kind of stuck together. So I know that there's a lot of maps within the text of this one. So I'm going to see if there's some in the back, but I'm going to look at this binding and see. And that is laying pretty flat. So let's get kind of more to. So that's right at the end of the Bible, and this is brand new out of the box. So I don't think there's going to be any issues with this laying flat. We're going to go see if there's, it looks like there is some maps in the back, a dictionary, concordance. All the image credits, which there'll have to be a lot of pages of that because there are a lot of images in here. So it looks like a couple more blank pages. And then we have our maps. So not only do you get the maps in the back, was maps in within the text itself, which I really like it when they do have that, because once I'm deep into reading something, I don't want to have to flip to the back, you know, so it will be nice to have them within the text itself. So these are on kind of a shiny cardstock, not the super high gloss. And that one's 2-page. And it's kind of nice that there is that break there, because then if they didn't have that, you would have these places here on the edges that would be tucked down in that gutter. So that is nice that they did that. That way it doesn't fall inside there. Quite a few maps on here. Again, this is just the unboxing and initial impressions. Again, that one's split up there so stuff doesn't get lost in the gutter. And once I've actually spent a little bit of time in this, then I definitely will do a full review of it. Then there's the index of the maps. All those. Looks like there's a few more blank pages. So you do, if you're going to get this Bible and put notes in it, you do have some space for notes. Alright, so now let's see if that will, I don't know if that's going to focus on that or not, to where you can see that. It doesn't appear that it's going to be, but I'll show it again on the box, and I'll also put it in the description. So let's take some dimensions of this Bible. So we have 9.5 high. I'm going to get that to stay. I think I might go this way, that way it can get held on there. So if you were looking at it flat on, you could really call it either 6 3/4 or 7. I don't know whether that's sticking out, so it's probably more like 6 3/4 in there. And the height, looks like 2 3/8. It is a good sized Bible that does have some weight to it. Pretty floppy, which we all love our floppy Bibles. And that is some nice shiny gilding. Wow, look at the light hit that. And that is what we want when we get a new Bible and we have gilding. We want it to look like this, not the review that I did on the NLT giant print one. So it looks like we just have one ribbon marker on there. Something this size could have easily had 2, maybe 3, but I might just stick a few more in there, do like a bookmark style. And there's a few little marks on there, but I did get this one. This one was on the sale with Christian Book. He's slightly imperfect, so these scuffs right there and those very well could have been what made it slightly imperfect. That and the little marks on the box itself. But really, all in all, that's really not that bad. That ribbon's pretty tiny. That is a really, really small ribbon. One this big should be a little bit thicker, but it does have one, so I'm certainly not going to complain. That is a beautiful, beautiful Bible. I am very much looking forward to using this. Again, this is the Tyndale NLT Illustrated Study Bible, New Living Translation. And this one here, there is the box. I got this one on christianbook.com. This one is the deluxe brown and tan. Let me get you a shot of the ISBN. So there is the ISBN. I don't recall what this retails for. I'll have to put that in the other description when I do the other video on there. But I'm thinking that these little pen marks, because that's like pen lines, like a little hole and then pen lines. So I don't know if somebody got this, returned it, maybe because of those things. But I got it for a good sale. So check out christianbook.com. See if they still have these in the slightly imperfect sale. And you can get them for quite a bit less. But that is a very, very, very pretty Bible. Sorry that this video is so long. I didn't know how long it would be, and when you're doing an unboxing and initial impressions, you never really can tell how long it's going to take. But this is a very, very nice Bible. Once I get the pages unstuck and spend a little bit of time with this, I will get you guys an actual full review on it. There's one of those in-chapter maps we talked about. And a lot of these pages are just kind of sticking, so that's, you can kind of see how they do that. But a lot of full color. If you're a visual person, you're going to absolutely love this. And check out the other reviews out there. There's quite a few reviews on this out there. I've seen a handful of them, and after seeing those and seeing all this neat stuff that's in it, and then when I found it on the slightly imperfect sale, couldn't pass it up. Yeah, a lot of page sticking where that's just not going, but that'll be a little my 30-minute deal tonight. We'll just be doing that. But this is beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous Bible. I'm already completely satisfied with it, and I haven't even had a chance to read it yet. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. And I did buy this Bible with my own money. It was not given to me, so all of my reviews that I have on here have been purchased with my own money. All right. Thank you.